That was wonderful, really was fantastic. When we look around the room, we really know how lucky we are to be surrounded by such great friends and family. During each of our lives, every person in this room has made us the people we are today. To Kat's friends, I would like to thank you deeply for your influence and help in creating such a wonderful woman. To my friends, Kat is willing to forgive and forget. Now, firstly, I'd like to thank you all for making the long journeys to be here today. Particularly want to say thank you to the people who have travelled so far. So Sarah, Holly, Sonia and Dobsy, who have travelled all around the world to be here today. Thank you so much. It wouldn't be the same without you here. And I'd like to thank Helen and Keith for welcoming me into their family. Not just today, but right from the first time we met 2 years ago. Helen, you've been very generous in forgiving my straight talking and razor sharp whip. And you now lovingly refer to me as the man who's taken my daughter away. But Helen, you really are a real inspiration as a lady and a mother. And the way you've brought Kat up has created the perfect person. So thank you. Keith. Keith, you've been fighting my corner since the start. And I don't think I'd have made it here without that. So, thank you very much too. I'd also like to thank my parents for everything they've done for me in the last 32 years. I really couldn't dream of two better parents, and they've helped me through the challenges of growing up, and I had a few challenges. Not that many. Dad, you've taught me to work hard and everything I do and enjoy every piece of my life. And Mum, you've given me my optimism, my calmness in the face of everything.
People who've been here this week are like
So I'd like everybody to raise their glasses to Helen, Keith, Mum and Dad, and toast to parents. Now, unfortunately, there are some very important people who couldn't be with us today. My grandparents couldn't make the journey down because of ill health, and Keith's mother sadly passed a few weeks ago. And obviously Kat's dad, Pete, who I'll never get the chance to meet. But you can obviously be sure how proud he would have been to see you today. So I'd like us to raise our glasses again. I'd like to raise the glasses again to absent friends and family. Now my wife, the new Mrs. Pritchard. Our relationship can be summed up by our first 3 dates. I'm sure you've all heard the story of how we met on the internet dating site, not Grindr. We went on our first date to the St James's Tavern on St James's Street. I'd only seen photos when we hadn't met, and she was waiting outside for me in some wonderfully figure-hugging leather trousers. I don't often get nervous, but after seeing how beautiful she was, I remember walking in, racking my brains for something intelligent to say, before blurting out, "I'm a feminist." She has told me what that means now. We instantly bonded and sat at the bar until they kicked us out in the early hours. And when I woke in the morning, I told everybody I could that she would be the woman I married. I think Skinner and Chloe are both here. Confirmed? At night. I knew it. Our second date was only a couple of days later, at a restaurant of Kat's choosing, expensive and French, which apparently unknown to Kat was managed by her best friend's sister. She quickly pulled up a chair and started quizzing me about my intentions. Kat obviously needed a second opinion. The day went well, and Kat let me walk her home, We arrived at her door and we had our first kiss. Unfortunately, Cat had caught me off guard and my nerves got the better of me again. After a few seconds, I actually pushed her away and said, "I'm not that kind of guy." Before skipping down the road.
It's amazing that we're both here today.
Our third date arrived a few days later on Valentine's Day. Kat had lost a bet on the second date, and my prize was to choose an item of fancy dress for Kat to wear all day. After some serious searching through the lanes, I settled on a cat nose and ears that meowed when you pressed them. I then decided to take her to a pub that one of her friends worked in. And a bemused Holly could only muster up, "Nice mask." We then moved on and ordered food. I ordered nachos, Kat ordered a small antipasta. But when the food arrived, we only had a large antipasta and no nachos. Kat explained to me that she cancelled my nachos because the antipasta looked nicer. And then she ate everything and didn't give me any.
Hoping you won't get told about that.
On our first date, I fell in love. I knew I found the woman I'd marry, beautiful and intelligent. On our second date, I knew she loved me too, even my skipping. And on our third date, we really started to have fun. Every day we spent together, I fell deeper in love with you. You've opened my eyes to a life I never thought imagined. You've made me look deep within myself and start becoming a better man. And I will eternally be grateful that you've given me the honour of spending every day that I have left on this earth with you at my side. Please can we all be upstanding and raise your glasses for the last time to Kat Dyson.
Kat Dyson! Hey!